Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages, multidimensional, timeless. And for you, yes, if you're here, then this could be messages for you. Let's tap in first to the frequencies of nature. 432 hertz of gorgeousness. Cleanse and clear. This star is standing out to me. I'm wearing it. Excellent. Okay. Let's tap in to the frequencies of the day and see what comes out for us. What messages are for us today? This one. Inner abundance. Yes. It starts within, and then it starts to reflect outside of you. Look at how gorgeous this image is. Pouring from the spiritual well. No, collecting water from the spiritual well and pouring into earth. Grounding, saturating the energy with your fluids. Right? All of a sudden, you're the vessel, right? The liquid is your liquid sunshine, your inner abundance overflowing and having an effect on the outside world. This is why it starts within and then it affects, right? Because we pour into. Yes, okay. And look at those swans flying, flocking. Gorgeous. Ugh. Ugh. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's get the Arcturians to join us in our inner abundance. Look at those beautiful, what are those things called? Orchids. Yes, the orchids. The only orchid I ever had, I found at a dumpster, and it must have been 4 years old because it had 3 stems from, I guess, previous years or whatever. And it was in full bloom. I actually thought at first it was fake. And then I'm like, this is real. Somebody threw it out. It felt like someone was sleeping. I don't know. I was like, okay, thank you very much. And it was gorgeous. It bloomed for, I don't know, 2.5 months. And then it never came back. I don't know. But that's the only time I've ever had successful orchid action in my life. I mean, I typically don't buy them, but it's because I can't keep the things alive. I can't get them to bloom again. Okay, actually, there you go. What do you have for us today? Move this right there for now. Okay. We've got this one. It feels like takeoff. It also feels like right? Look at the speed at which, and then you've got these aerial flying things, kind of like a blue heart in the center there. ×3, lift off. I don't know, there seems to be speed. Let's see what it says in the book. What is this one? I feel like it's somewhere over here. This book is starting to give out. Okay. Okay. That it? No, that it? I thought I went to every single page and I still can't find it. What? It's not that one. Nope. That. Okay. Give me a second. It was in the front. Near the front. Second from the front. It's transition. The energy of transition radiates trust and prepares you for new times. I feel like, well, here, every challenge makes old ideas fade away and simultaneously creates new possibilities. Do you recognize this pattern? You start something completely new and suddenly obstacles cross your path. With every new idea or challenge, we encounter parts of ourselves that need to be examined. Our limits are tested and stretched. Surprises make life fascinating only when you are able to see them. Otherwise, you will experience them as misfortunes that you need to fight against. It is important to see that you must release old convictions and old ways of thinking. Although it can sometimes create pain and make you feel uncomfortable, discovering yourself and your capabilities might surprise you. This is the beauty of new challenges. You will be challenged in every aspect. Great! We love a challenge. Okay, so this transition, I feel like the transition, yes, from the old ways of thinking, being, doing, feeling, seeing, responding, into this new way, starting with your inner abundance, right? You healing the nervous system and creating safe sanctuary space, right? This is how we build trust, is over time, and reassurance, right? And so this recalibrating of the nervous system takes a minute. And I feel like it starts to affect your inner, and then it starts to affect your outer. So I feel like this may be the transition between holding your inner frequency and seeing the results of it in your external. Maybe. Let's see what the runes want to add. Yeah, the information that came across me this morning, came across my feed, my vision, my periph, was about that holding of the frequency long enough for it to, the internal structures to reorganize and start to mirror externally. And a lot of people, they get impatient, they start to revert and, or dig up seeds. They're like, it's not gonna grow, forget it, I'll just buy this plant that's already blooming and just stick it right in there, right? So maybe there's something to do with this orchid tending. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what comes up for us today. I just consider everything that comes up as part of the message somewhere, somehow, in some way, right? Okay, let's get this one. Urus. Yes, okay, so this confirms Urus is very much about standing firm and confident and unmoving, unyielding in your dedication, your devotion, your focus, right? The immovable force. And the paradox of being both. You are strong and confident enough to move beyond anything that stands up against you, and you are also the immovable force that nothing can sway you that tries to move you off your path, right? And I feel like this is that tie into your inner abundance, this tending that you have been doing, and the faith, the it takes as long as it takes. There's so many working components, right? There's so much restructuring. This is like ancestral DNA structuring, tearing out, upcycling, salvaging, there's tons of stuff going on under the surface. And the more, it's basically about holding it till it comes, period. Not focusing on time, only maintaining your inner abundance, your inner frequency. Abundance is a mindset, it's a frequency, and you hold it long enough and it's got to mirror you. It has to. It's part of the rules of the world or of the universe. Okay. So that's a powerful start. This inner abundance, yeah. Your ability to see beauty, to appreciate, to love, to be in gratitude, to recognize, acknowledge, hold in the face of, right? Old structured mirrors are still swirling around in the external. And part of your holding is to keep denying those old ways, right? It's like when those old ways of thinking come up, oh, what if, or I can't, or it's been too long, or whatever, right? Nope. We've already gone through this and decided that we were in for the long haul. So bye, right? Okay. Beautiful. We've got the spark of creation, passion, the spark that ignites and lights the fire underneath you. This is also that, I want to say that first evidence, right? Think of a match lighting in the dark. You see a flash, right? You feel the warmth. It's suddenly you are able to see everything, and then it goes back to dark again and it's just a little flame. But in that flash moment, you were able to see the inner workings. You were able to see that yes, things are happening, yes, right? And it's enough to set you in, to stay the course. Glimpses, right? Glimpses of external abundance mirroring your internal abundance. And the trick is, I think there's a way that we can, yes, like coax, right? Yes, come on, more of that. By making a big deal about it when you see it. So acknowledging external abundance and external divinity and gifts, making a really big deal about it. So yesterday's reading was gratitude came up, and holding this frequency of gratitude, being in gratitude, feeling, oozing, overflowing gratitude. And later on in the afternoon, the sun filled this space and it was just rainbows. And I was sitting in my little chair, writing in my journal, and the sun was on me. I was warm. I was safe. I was surrounded by light and rainbows and like that whole, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And I'm like, are you sure? Because look at this, right? And I wrote it down. I took a moment. I felt it. I went inside of myself and, saw gratitude. Or I didn't even have to go within myself. It was everywhere. It was like, this is gratitude. And I kind of went on a mental, gratuitous rampage of appreciation, right? At the timing, the space, the place, like all of the things that worked together to place me in this moment in time where I can live and experience and be surrounded by sunshine and rainbows, right? And the more that we can do this is telegraphing to the universe that this is what we want. This is what we're focusing on. This is the kind of thing, magic, abundance, right? I had an abundance of rainbows. There's lots of ways that you can see the abundance, right? And you don't want to focus on the abundance of things that you don't want, right? Like an abundance of weeds. You want to focus on the abundance of blooms, right? The abundance of beautiful things that you want more of. Okay. So paying attention to the glimmers, paying attention to the whiffs of the externalized mirroring of your internal abundance, and which you strengthen with your focus, with your appreciation, with your gratitude. I mean, I'm telling you, gratitude has come up a couple times for us because it's really this state of being that we need to hold mindfully and allow the momentum to build, right? And as the momentum builds, it starts to gain momentum and results start to come up. Okay. And so same within this transition, it's like a compounding, a up leveling, I'm getting a sound, but it's like, I think that's the sound from Transformers when a transformer changes. Yes, okay. So this is my emotional regularity card, okay? Because it is about that. It's about momentum building. And this is why, for some of us, it takes longer, because there's not just our lifetime of momentum, but also generations before us of momentum, right? It's like a well-worn rut in the road, and it takes a little extra to release yourself from that rut, right? But with ruts, it's very easy to fall back in if we're just out of it. And so I think by declaring and making a big deal, putting your focus on the motivate part will help to coax yourself away far enough that there's no worry about falling back in, right? Okay. Should I read? Okay, sorry. King of Pentacles has come out here. This is someone grounded, someone firmly established and rooted in the physical realm. I feel like this is your physical manifestations that arrive, present, manifest for you as a result, right? This is your inner being, femininity, abundance, and then it arriving balanced in your physical world. And I just had 2112 on the timer there. So this is that mirroring, right? The mirroring of your inner world starting to appear in your physical world. The thing with the pentacles, it's a slow moving energy. This is why the physical realm is the last to come to the party, right? They're like, I'm just seeing in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the original Disney version, when she meets all of the woodland creatures and they bring her to this cottage, this safe place for her to be, there's this little turtle. And I think it's a turtle. Anyways, and there's like bunnies and squirrels and deer and, and they're all moving fast, and they go in there and they check everything out, and then something happens. And anyways, by the time the turtle gets there, everybody's already leaving. And so it has to turn around and come back out again. Anyways, that was just the visual. My brain works in mysterious ways. Okay, what I wanted to do was look up Uru's strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestation. Okay, I felt like maybe we needed a little bit more solidly stabilized. Maybe it's the act of vocalizing, right? Because it was about making a big deal about when things start to mirror in your physical world as a means of like, yes, more of that. Yes, more of that, right? Okay. Beautiful. Okay, King of Pentacles. What else do we need to know? I mean, I feel like we're doing pretty good here. Oh, we've got messages of love coming that are being guided by your ancestors, by your spirit team. Okay, so this one came out. The Knight of Cups. Okay, he's holding aloft a cup of emotion, right? Water, emotion. And they've got pure intent and passion. So these are things coming to you. This is your physical manifestations of your inner abundance on its way. It's on its way. Okay, and yes, this is my little cake crumbs left by your divine spirit team to lead you along your greatest and highest timeline towards your manifestations. right? And it is both, just as much as the cake crumbs are leading you, so too are the cake crumbs leading the things to you. Because it's about cooperative components. It's about meet you halfway, right? Yes, something like that. Okay, and your experience, you've had enough experience in this life to see and to truly acknowledge the magic that is. You know, there's just some things that are just unexplainable. And at this point in the game, with this level of inner abundance, you're starting to see these signs and synchronicities in a way that they interplay and overlap in an undeniably divine way. It's the only way it can be explained, how these things all line up. It's like more than 3 points of reference, that it's like a multitude in this divine orchestration, right? You start to see the miracles, you start to see the evidences. These are the glimmers of gorgeousness, and this keeps us going, right? We've got the 8 and the 9. This is like also this recognition of how momentum works. And so I also want to say, just in like the echo, because I want to put this on the grounding. And so this is that grounding your past experiences, because I feel like we're moving into and beyond the past. We're moving into the unknown. We're moving into the future, where your inner abundance is reflected back to you in the material realm. And so this could also be those echoes from the past, those last ditch efforts of, are you sure you're done with this old way of being, thinking, seeing, knowing, doing, responding? And even though it starts to get tiresome, where you're like, yes, I'm still good, yet no, I'm fine, right? It's because well, it's to demonstrate this, right? Your confidence in being, your strength and resolve, your endurance. Okay, let's seek an oracle. Who wants to come out and oracle us? Let's get crystal cards. What? Crystal cards. Any of these crystal cards wanna come out? Okay, that's too many, sorry. But this one, wow. Wow, so wow, so wow. Look at that. Right? Boom. Boom. Look at all the rainbow confirmations on the rainbow. Okay. Let's see. A 22. The double twos. The two twos together. Guess what it is? I'm gonna give you a chance to guess. What is this? Get in there, you little rebel. You rebel. Okay. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you hanging so much, but the okay. Manifestations. Okay? Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is why all of a sudden I'm like crazy and hyper and okay. Round yourself. Creating with joy is one of the greatest expressions of our divinity. You are a miraculous and creative person operating with the full support of the universe. That was my brain exploding. Okay. You are in the process of manifesting your desires into form. Choose your thoughts and emotions with care as they will manifest into your reality. Positive thoughts and emotions will be reflected in the events that surround you. Likewise, conflicting thoughts and emotions will appear in the circumstances of your life. As a conscious creator, you are responsible for the direction and experiences in your life. Listen to your inner guidance and release any feelings that are contrary to your desires. And it's also on page 33. Okay, the numbers, the synchronicities, the lining up, and the gorgeousness. Yes. And this is another level of your stabilizing of your nervous system. It also needs to be able to be cool in all circumstances, right? To be able to receive, right? We could be like, have our brain explode, and nobody wants that. I'm having a hair issue. I mean, it probably only bothers me when you see a little space in between this. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's one of my autistic things is I hyperfixate on the wrong things at the wrong time. Okay, so that might be a thing. Don't do that. That could be an old way. Recognize, refocus, gratitude, love, joy. Yes. Okay. What a beautiful card. Oh, there was also creation, intent, and vision were the three words that came with that manifestation. Beautiful. Creation, intent, and vision. Create, intend, and hold the vision. Beautiful. Okay, I feel like this is a time we dip into the drawer. Let's get something good from here. Am I tired of all of my things already? We haven't heard these ones in a while. And maybe this one. Okay. So I got 3. We got some wordy word affirmations. And we got some more wordy word affirmations. There's one. We'll take it. Life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. Life supports me. Beautiful. Look at this heart chakra greenery. Gorgeous. The universe has got you. Okay. That one is in the corner. Oh, I can reach it. 1 second. Oi. Come here, you little. Oi. Oh, there's 2, you bastards. Okay. Okay. We've got peace and understanding. Gorgeous. Yes. We've got the truth. Uh-huh. I guess it's all mirrored for you. Vision. There's your vision. Detachment and forgiveness. Okay. Yes, very important. And potential. Gorgeous. Okay, let me just move stuff around a bit. Okay. Then we'll throw a couple of these cards that I made a while ago. I found this mini card deck. I actually had to get 2 of them. And then I realized 78 cards was like ridiculously a lot. Anyways, I painted both sides and then stamped and then treated all the edges, and then just started, well, I started with the major arcana, and then I just started channeling whatever words felt right. So I'm just going to throw one on each to support or add to each of the messages here. I'm also going to throw down a few charms, and then we'll look at it together, okay? Yes! Okay, let's start with this one. Look, we've got the balancing, the sacred, the divine, the feminine, the maiden mother and crone. Yes, you, star. This potential. This is why your spirit team is grateful. Look at, we've got rainbow confirmations on the star. Beautiful. Look at that. Yes. Okay. What do we got over here with your momentum? Look at this wisdom. Yes. It is wise to maintain a momentum. We've got the chariot. Okay, your momentum affects all things moving towards you that are in your favor. Beautiful. We've got the sun and moon kitty here. This is your balance with your light and your shadow, a very important part, shadow integration. You can't do this without it, okay? Oh, look, because you're a star. I mean, yes? Are you getting it? Are you picking up what we're throwing down here? Yes, you are. Okay, let's go to your experience. Oh, a tower. A tower that tears down everything that you have known in the past and rewrites it. This is also that death of the old, so that the tear down of the old, so that the new can be built, born, realized. Okay, yes, look at this detachment confirmation with the rainbow here. To be able to let go. This could be part of your experience, right? This attempt to control, see, know, be prepared for. You don't need to do that. You just need to trust and allow, right? Gorgeous. Okay, messages? What? What messages? Something beautiful. Okay, this is divine oaths, contracts. This is your ability to see things differently. This little device here, I looked it up, and you hold it up to a star and you look along the what is that? The staff of it, the spine of it. And then somehow it helps you determine and see things. I don't know. Okay, because you're a star. And look at this heart-based love around it. And yes, if it is involving another person, this is like your forever person. Okay, or a opportunity that will be for a lifetime, right? Like your dream job that you retire with on for about. So that's a beautiful thing coming in for you here. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, wow. The sun. This spark ignites the sun. It is passionate, powerful, bright, life-giving, successful, gorgeous, balanced, beautiful. What the wowza, holy moly, gorgeousness. And look at this beam. Look at this beam. Okay, and it's coming from this heart. Through your momentum, you reach success. Through your ability to maintenant your regularity, your emotions of gorgeousness. Okay, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's just go over here. We got truth and understanding. This is all part of the process. What do we got here? We got the twin flame butterfly, the masculine and the feminine coming together to create one beautiful butterfly. Okay, this is something about a divine union in the material realm, whether it is your own balanced within as you emerge a steady, growing, gorgeous tree of bloom, a tree of bloom. Okay, you flow. You have to flow and let go and trust and know. Okay, that's what I'm getting from there. Okay, what do we got with the manifestations? Okay, your fears are the only thing that are going to get in the way of your manifestations. Your fears, your doubts, your limiting beliefs, your getting in your own way, your digging up the seeds out of impatience before they have a time to show you how established they have been growing beneath the surface, right? So we're gonna put that over here and transmute it with the dragon. Okay, because we are in a state now where we can easily recognize when the old ways of thinking, doing, being, seeing, feeling, responding rear their heads, try to sway us, try to pull us, try to detract us. And we call it out and we say, I see you and you have no power over me. Bye! Right? Okay. And growth. Yes, this transition is your growth moment. This is your time to shine like the star that you are, full of potential and sunshine, liquid sunshine. Your growth it's happening. It's happening beneath the surface. So trust and know that the universe guides and supports you, and you are blessed. You are gorgeous. You are doing it. And we love you for it. Okay. I hope to see you next time. Bye.